Hey, if you're wondering what is the best ankle support for a game, then stick around because in this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of using an ankle brace versus taping your ankles for a game, and I'm going to reveal what I think is giving you the best ankle support. This right now. Hey, what's up? It's Michelle from Athlete Remedy. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome. I hope that you find what you're looking for because on this channel, I talk about sports injuries in a simple way, giving you practical tools to treat yourself so that you can recover faster and get back to the sport that you love. So if that is what you're looking for, then join the sub squad by smashing that subscribe button and hitting the bell so you never miss a video. So there's a crazy debate that goes on, especially among hoopers, basketball players, of the difference or preference between an ankle brace or taping your ankles. And so before I get into the pros and cons of each, answer the question of the day. Let me know in the comments, what do you prefer? Do you prefer to use an ankle brace or do you prefer to tape your ankle? Let me know in the comments below. So here are some of the pros to taping your ankles. I think you get more of a custom feel, more custom support, if you will, because when you're getting your ankles taped, it's actually going to be contoured to your specific ankle, to your specific anatomy. Different people have different types of ankles. Some have cankles, some are thicker, some are a lot bonier, and providing support that's sort of custom to how your ankle is shaped is definitely going to provide more of a snug feel, in my opinion. Another pro to taping your ankle is that if you need extra support, I don't think that an ankle brace is going to be able to provide that, because an ankle brace is just going to provide the support that it brings just like out of the box. But with taping your ankle, you're able to kind of double up, maybe even triple up on the tape if you need extra support, maybe coming off an injury, but you've got that big game and you really need that extra layer. You're able to do that with an ankle tape and you're not able to do it with a brace. Okay, so what are some of the cons to taping your ankle? Well, I think the most obvious one is that you need someone to do it for you. It is possible to do it yourself, but it is a little bit more challenging. I'm actually going to stay tuned for a video. I'm going to actually teach you how you can tape your own ankle, but that's going to be linked in a different video. But typically you'll need somebody to do it because it does take a lot of practice, and also you need to have supplies. It's not reusable. And you really can't take it everywhere. You have to rely on somebody being able to do it for you anywhere that you go. On the flip side, with an ankle brace, one of the pros immediately that I think of is that you are able to take it anywhere. You can have one or two ankle braces in your gym bag ready for you whenever you need. You don't need to rely on anybody else because you can just slip it on, adjust it, and keep it moving. Another pro about an ankle brace is that, again, does serve as a quick backup. If you kind of tweak your ankle or you need to just some quick support, you don't have to scramble finding any supplies like tape or pre-grab, or have to go look for somebody to help you out. A con to having an ankle brace, though, is that I don't think that it provides as much support as a tape. And again, like I said before, its support capacity is really going to be limited depending on the number of straps, depending on if it's a lace up, if it's rigid or soft. It's going to really vary as far as how much support. Sometimes also ankle braces can be a bit bulky, whereas tape tends to be a little bit slimmer. And so that is essentially, I think, one of the big differences. Another thing about ankle braces is that most of the time, from what I can see, is that they're not actually giving the support to the ankle joint. Now, that might sound crazy to you, but when I tape an ankle, I do something that's probably the most important part of the ankle tape job, and it is what's called a heel lock. And the heel lock, the way the direction of that tape is going, is actually what is locking your ankle in place and giving you that support, whereas most braces on the market typically just cover sort of the base of your foot, but they really leave the heel out of it. And they don't have a strap or anything that goes around to sort of mimic that heel lock motion or that heel locking, technique. And so, again, there's a lot of fancy ankle braces out there, and some do work. Don't get me wrong, but ultimately, we're talking about pros versus cons. We're talking about ankle braces versus ankle taping. And so these are just some of the things that I definitely see and I tell my athletes about all the time. So what do I think is the best ankle support? When it comes to my personal preference as an athletic trainer, I usually tell my athletes that I think taping your ankle is the best bet.
I knew it!
Mainly because of the reasons that I've already explained in this video, but ultimately especially for a game, ultimately you're gonna have more support that's custom to what your needs are in that specific moment. And I think that this is just a no-brainer. Like I said, using an ankle brace, I think it's just more bulky and it tends to kind of loosen up over time and get a little bit raggedy. So it's really kind of a waste of time. So I'm gonna put it to rest. I think taping your ankle is definitely the best way to go for a game. Hopefully that was helpful. If you found value in this video, be sure to drop a like and remember to join the sub squad by hitting the nice looking subscribe button. Check the description below for all the links and show notes. And remember to grab the 5 tips for fast ankle sprain recovery guide ticked below, and check out the other ankle sprain series videos in the playlist. As always, remember, don't skip recovery, and I'll see you in the next video.